hold up. It's that boy DJing. Don't give a damn. He cooler than a fan. Walking real tall. Some say he's a man.
I just be through off that Hennessy.
Yeah, how you done?
Yeah,
so
done.
DJ Chico, what's good, man? We in here.
What's happening with you? What's up with you?
How's 2017 been going for you?
It's been going good. I can't complain. It's been going good.
You've been doing your thing. So I know you've been putting a lot of work in, major work, for a long time, and I've been seeing you. But before we get into all that, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how was it like growing up in your city?
All right. DJ Chico from Shreveport, Louisiana. Started a lot DJing when I was 13.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been around a lot of cats, you know.
Yeah.
Started in the basement of my house. If you ask anybody around here that really know me, they could tell you I was a real one in the basement.
Yeah.
Before the Rap City in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was in the basement DJing. I started out watching Jabberjaws.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all ever heard of Jabberjaws? I used to sneak in their parties. It used to be him and Jewberry DJing. Mm-hmm. I started out watching them, stealing their ideas, going home, practicing on their ideas when I got to the house. And one day I finally met him, and, you know, I told him my story, and, you know, he was impressed. He was like, wow. Mm-hmm. And I was with this group called Lakeside Rock.
Mm-hmm.
It was me and Doc Cool and this cat named Jazzy Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
And we started rocking once we got to high school, and we started doing our thing. You know, I picked up tips from Doc Cooley, picked up tips from Jeff. And as we got older, we kind of branched out and went different ways.
Mm-hmm.
They had the #1 club spot, which was the Players Club in Capri, and it was Laces. They had the #1 club spot. I got a chance to be on the radio. I ended up doing radio.
Yeah.
For about 12 years. I did radio.
So you did radio first, then you started DJing?
No, I was DJing actually. Actually, it's crazy how I ended up on the radio.
Yeah.
It's this cat. He's still around right now to this day. His name Bill Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
Well, his son was a rapper. So one day I went over to their house, and Bill had his setup.
Yeah.
You know, because he was a DJ too. Plus he was a program director at the radio station, and he had his setup, and we didn't supposed to be on it.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, shoot, your dad ain't here. So I got on the stuff, you know, and it was one of them things like, if you know Technique 1200 in the mix, you know you value that. So he came home early, caught me back there mixing on this stuff. So he was like, yeah, no, keep doing what you're doing. So we knew we was in trouble.
Yeah.
So long story short, we didn't get in trouble. He said, hey, you want to mix on the radio? And I was like, yeah, I mix on the radio. So it was this cat named DJ Darrell.
Yeah.
He had a radio show. He had the hottest radio show, I'm going to say, in Louisiana at the time. I'm going to be honest, in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
So I do an hour mix on his show every night. And the radio station got sold, so I was back to on the streets doing, you know, stuff that I wasn't supposed to do on the streets.
So during that time, like on the streets, you was just out just trying to find your way?
Out finding my way, you know, DJing little parties here and there. I always did little mixtapes for the people in the neighborhood. They always bought them from me, you know. They'll, Chico, I need a mixtape. I need some music. So I go down and do a mixtape. I used to sell to my neighborhood. I'm from Lakeside, but I had Lakeside, Allendale in the bottom, all that covered. So I was selling tapes to, you know, I always kept selling mixtapes.
Yeah.
And trying to be on the corner, doing what I was supposed to do. And this cat, he's a deputy sheriff. His name Don Gibbs. Another radio station, which is 99.7 now, he was over there working. So he needed a DJ for his show. So the crazy part about it, he came up on the corner where we was at.
Yeah.
And he said, anybody know Chico? And we was like, no, nobody don't know Chico, just like that. So he came back the next day. Man, they said Chico hang out up here. So I'm looking in his face like, nobody know Chico. So when I got home that evening, it was a card at my mom's house. He left a card. And my mom said, this Deputy Sheriff came out here looking for you. Boy, you in some trouble. So I'm like, no, I ain't in no trouble. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So finally, he showed up again. So I said, well, yeah, man, I'm Chico. And so he was like, so y'all been playing games with me all this, so.
Yeah.
But the long story short, I got in the car with him, we rolled around, only to figure out he just wanted me to DJ on his radio show. I'm thinking he coming, because but he kind of offered me, it reminded me of Biggie and Puffy.
Yeah. Because
he kind of offered me the same deal. He said, if you come out the streets and roll with me on radio, I promise you, I'll put you where you need to be.
So he like got you out the streets?
Yeah. So what he did was he said, but you can't fuck with these streets no more.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit. But this money coming. It's fast, little fast money. It wasn't, I wasn't, it was good. It was fast, So I thought about it. So I said, all right, man, I'm gonna give it a chance.
So that situation made you like take it seriously?
No, I had already been serious about it. It just, I wanted to be hard-headed too, So after that, once I got with him, we had a weekend radio show. And to be honest, once I hooked up with him, I hadn't looked back since. And it put me to where I'm at now, today. It was slow at first, I started getting booked to do parties, through the radio station. Had a chance, I don't know if y'all know, y'all probably heard of Vanilla Ice.
Oh, yeah.
Had a chance to DJ a party at his mansion in Miami back then.
So you've been all over the place, basically.
Mm-hmm. I did one of the Telly Riley parties at a mansion back then. That's when Guy and all of them was hot. That's when the New Jack Swing, that's when Heavy D in the bars and all.
What year was this?
Had to be 93, 94.
Oh, so roughly, how long have you really been doing this DJ stuff right now?
Like I said, I started about 13, so I'm up in age. I don't look like it yet, but I'm up in age. I had a chance to meet Biggie, the Meat Pop, the Easy, the Dr. Dre. We opened up for NWA and Easy in Monroe. Me and Jeff and Doc Cooley, Lakeside Rock. We had a chance to meet all of them back then. We just always, when I think about that, sometimes I get emotional because
it's all right.
You think we was there with them cats. Then when the movie came out, the same setup on the stage when I was in the movie watching, I'm like, wow. We was on that same stage with all them cats in Monroe.
So I want to ask you this, all right, from back then into now, like what are your thoughts on the whole music scene and this transition?
Well, we have less music to play. What I mean by that is we stuck on one kind of category of music, which back then we played the West Coast music, we played the Miami bass music, we played the East Coast music.
Versatile.
Yeah, and you can play it in a party. Like I can play Luke, don't stop that, pop that coochie, do the and I'm talking about men And women was out there dancing on the dance floor.
Yeah.
The younger generation now, you play that, they gonna consider you out there dancing, having fun. They gonna look at you like you ain't. Oh man,
Yeah. Like
he out there doing that.
dancing.
They're like, man, that ain't cool. But it is cool. You know, I come from a time that, and when I say the music scene different, if I play a slow song now, the men run to the side.
Mm-hmm. But the females are grinding on each other now too. So you wanna,
because they don't what I just said.
Yeah.
The men is running to the side now.
Mm-hmm.
When I was young, and I used to go to the club and watch the other DJs, that's what we waited on.
Mm-hmm.
We waited on the slow song. Cause that girl you be looking at all night, you got your courage enough to go over there and say, hey, let's slow dance. And that's how you kind of got in. That's how the men kind of got in back then.
And I want to say this. Before we started this interview, 2006, 2007, I was 16, 17. I'm young, high school. I saw you, baby. Y'all came to Natchitoches for the Ben Johnson Golden Explosion.
Mm-hmm.
I went there. That was like one of my second college party. I go there. Everybody having fun. Everybody dancing. Y'all had like a slow segment.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, get up there. Chico, give me something to grind to. Blah 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 blah. During that time, it was like, oh my God, like I don't want to leave this party. But now we go there, like the scene has changed, like you said.
Yeah, you play the slow music and they run from the women. I mean, I don't get it. I know times changed, but running like no. I came up, man. We couldn't wait to Jab Jaws. It was Jab Jaws and Jewberry. Slow it down, man. Once they slow it down, they went 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Sometimes 4.
Yeah.
And you was happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can't dance that good. I was off beat, but I was out there. Cause like I say, that was a way to get in with the women. Then you can versus now.
Mm-hmm.
You go out there, you see a girl with a group of friends, you go try to holler at her. You know, it's a way to, you know, she got that friend that, you know, don't really, you know, ain't getting that much attention.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna, girl, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back then, you put that slow song on.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you go over there, hey, you want to dance? 9 times out of 10, they were like, yeah, let's dance, you know. But like I say now, that part of the music has changed.
Yeah.
All right, with the R&B.
Mm-hmm.
The rap is narrow. It has changed. You can have a catchy song, but the rap don't be about nothing.
Yeah.
But the song is catchy.
Well, since we talking about this subject, all right. One point, I'm gonna go back to the time. I'm gonna say Shreveport, Louisiana. Y'all had the Ratchet era.
Mm-hmm.
Lava House was doing their thing. Big Papa had his run for a little while, whatever. Had a lot of more artists out here in this area. Then it went to Atlanta for a while. It's still in Atlanta, but now it's like transitioning to Louisiana with these young cats coming out. NBA Youngboy, B Will, Wob. You probably never heard of them. I don't know. 22 Savage.
Yeah.
As far as the scene.
Mm-hmm.
But some may say, hey, you know, they ain't talking about nothing, but they just talking about what they going through. How you feel about that?
I like the music myself.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when people talk about what they going through and they put it in song form,
Mm-hmm.
how you present it and how the sound is, that's how you'll get some play.
Yeah.
You know, J. Cole, he's talented.
Mm-hmm.
The way he present his music and the beats, too many people is not gonna play that in the club or nothing, but his stuff good.
Mm-hmm.
But you get these other cats with a good catchy hook and a nice beat, and then they rapping about the same thing, but it's just all on how you present it. You know, if you get a good catchy hook and a beat, then you're gonna get play. But if you get an alright beat, but you got a jamming lyrical song, it's hard for me to spin it in the club and they on the dance floor. I think that's one of the challenges that I have with music, and I call it educational music. Till I'm gonna say the gangster music. It might not necessarily be the gangster music, but that's what we'll call it right now. And in doing that, you just have to know. You know, I can't really knock the style of music people do, because if it makes sense to you and it makes sense to them, then it's good music.
I want to say this: plans 2017, growth, progress. What's the plan for 2017? And what advice do you have for anybody who want to get into this rap game or whatever, DJing, any type, anything?
Well, for 2017, my plans is to do better than what we did last year. You know, bring more value to the company. You know, as far as parties and work and more value to myself too. Advertise a little more. And as far as the rappers, what I want to say to them is, if you're a rapper, you know, and you really believe in yourself, just do you. Don't put your career in the DJ's hands, because it's not the DJ's job to make you successful. We can help you, but it's not our job to make you go to the top.
You got to help yourself.
Yeah. And as far as the DJs, y'all can get with me, and we can go from there. You need a little guys I can show you where to go, and they might can show me where to go. Some of the young cats, you know, the way technology is now is everybody learning every day.
Yeah.
So they can learn from me and I can learn from them.
All right, and I want to say this, like, if anybody wants to reach you, how can they get in contact with you? Stuff like that. How can they get a hold of some of this effing vodka? You know?
Well, you got to go through Baby for the effing vodka.
Yeah.
Get in contact with me, you got to go through 3 feet.
All right. What's it? Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, what's your contact?
All my Instagram and Facebook is at DJ Chico and what?